So at Honor Society is basically about doing service through Latin and a shared love of Latin and the fun of it. And we're actually the honor society that does the most at our school. We're very active in the community, and we've been all over the place, and we do a fundraiser every year. So it's really challenging, obviously, this year because usually we do a dance-a-thon, and we couldn't do that this year. So we thought it would be really cool to use the Hopeful campaign, who is already helping people. It comes down to just helping people who have really bad mental health or just need help with something, because there's a lack of that in schools, and the little we do have, it's such an overflow of it that not everyone's getting all the help they need.
I mean, I know people who have had to drop out of school because, or like go get homeschooled, like they can't show up to school anymore because of their experiences with it. And I know people who like know all the like counselors by name. They're like visiting the counselor's office so often. And I know that it is a really big problem and it's getting on the rise, especially in the age that we're in, with the lack of sort of socialness in schools. With that being taken away, a lot of people I feel are experiencing more loneliness, so that we're kind of sort of in the age of two epidemics if you think about it. There's coronavirus, and then there's also the upcoming like mental health loneliness epidemic here as well. We're trying to make things better for this, to try and make everybody have a nice like access to mental health in schools, especially, so that when the time comes and they might be feeling something one day, the help is there and they're able to get it.
I mean, we were sort of inspired by a lot of like performers because a lot of people like musicians have started doing performances online as a way to like transition from sort of like the setting they were in before to what they're doing now. And then we sort of were reaching out, and somehow we stumbled upon the Hopeful campaign, and they were able to sort of adds so much to the project. So we're like interviewing like a bunch of different people who have background in mental health services. Like Senator Eckhart, she used to work in that area, so she had a very interesting perspective on it. And then even the therapists who work with children in schools were getting their perspective on things. They're taking a very positive approach. Like they see this whole pandemic situation as something that's sort of going to create a very resilient generation. And I find it just so interesting to hear from them.
So what we've been doing, we've been really been trying to make the best out of this, out of the situation that we have. And to make it the most accessible, we've decided to use a platform that's accessible to everybody, really. The platform is YouTube, of course, and we've also been using GoFundMe. And so those are the two main platforms for donation and streaming.
You all have a financial goal in mind? What would be
Right
a
now, it is 15,000, which is the biggest we've ever done. I mean, I think the first year we did the dance-a-thon, we raised 3,000, and last year it was more challenging and we didn't raise as much. So this is just, I mean, 5 times that's crazy.
it is crazy.